Okay, part two from yesterday. Okay, so what I was talking about was God changed my relationship with money. Really, God changed my relationship with myself. Everything is encompassing of how you view your relationships, your health, your wealth. I believe those are the main things that, we all can relate to. But I want to talk about money, how God changed my relationship with money. So the root was I believed that it was never enough. I believed money was never enough. And I was always frustrated and living in this lack. And so I found myself trying harder to make, let me try harder to make more money. And so as the more I kept doing that, the more I found myself with this heavy friction. So y'all know 10 years ago, 2016, I had an encounter with God because I was feeling disconnected from myself. I knew that something was off within me. I just didn't know how I could change that. But I just knew I needed to change, and I knew that God could help me. And so it left me asking questions and really crying out to God for the answers. Shortened the story, God spoke to me and changed the whole being within me. And so there's a whole nother story about that, but I'm sticking to this. So my relationship with money began changing as I began following God's voice. And God told me to let go of a lot of things. There was a time when I barely had any financial resources, but I was hearing the voice of God telling me to, just keep sharing your message of what I am doing in you. Just keep sharing your message. Keep talking about what I share on social media and on my podcast. And so I kept praying to God for other financial resources, and during that time God was just really having me in a place of rest, and the answer was no every time I would go to him. And I'm like, oh man. And God was saying, just trust me, just trust me, just trust me. And during that time, what seemed as if I didn't have much money really was God putting me at a place of it's not, the answers are not in the tangibles, the material gain. Yes, that does come into play, right? But the answer isn't in that. Your answer isn't trusting what I'm putting in you, what I'm telling you. And so when that season passed, and more financial resources started coming my way, I recognized that it wasn't about the financial gain that was the answer. The answer wasn't following and trusting God. And that is with everything, y'all. God can change your life. You just gotta listen. I know that there are parts of me that could be very I'm stubborn in good ways. And there are parts of me that I'm recognizing that I am stubborn because I'm simply afraid. And so I had to, even just every day, it's just a matter of listening to God and saying, God, show me my stuff, show me my fears, so that I won't be in my own way. Because I think a lot of us, we can be in our own way. But to shorten this story, I'm here to tell you that God will reveal your shadows. There are, aspects of us that are plus and minuses. Sometimes those minuses gets in the way of our own growth, of our own expansion. And so trust God. Let God lead you and guide you. It's not easy. It wasn't easy for me, but I was willing to do it in every aspect of my life. And so I hope that helps somebody.